Last time out here on Saturday Night Shootout, we saw Regina Steward getting back to her championship winning form, winning her 5th Saturday Night Shootout victory. Joshua Wells was right there on her heels, though, in the Hot Wheels Racing number 1. Will Regina regain dominance like she did in Season 2, or is somebody else going to spoil the fun with her? We're going to see how it plays out. Moving right into round number 1, we got Regina Steward here, a now 5-time Saturday Night Shootout winner. And she's set to take on Erin Church out of Corey Marvin's Chevy American Revolution Racing Team in the Titan machine. Here they come down the stretch. It looked like Erin was doing good, but he gets out of shape down there at the end, and Regina's going to win. There's no finish line in this race. We're going distance racing tonight. Up next is Rich Wagner in the 5-alarm machine. And he is set to take on newcomer Jamie Harper out of Stewart Racing with the Ironman machine. Jamie looked good last week. Let's see what she does this week. Here they come down the stretch. They both look pretty good. A tight race down there at the finish. Let's go see who's going to get it. My goodness, folks, it doesn't get any closer than that. Rich Wagner wins by that much. Up next, the owner of LT4 Trucks Must Soar. This is Lewis Thompson IV with his Pure Muscle machine. And he is set to take on Ryan Hayward out of Stewart Racing in the Race Ace. Ford and Chevrolet going to throw it down. Here they come down the stretch. Ryan Hayward getting a little wild down there, and it looks like Lewis Thompson's got the win. And yes, he does. He outran Ryan Hayward in the Race Ace. Up next, we got Jeffrey Skipper coming out with the Bigfoot machine out of Blazers Motorsports. And he is set to take on the defending champion Joshua Wells in the Hot Wheels Racing number 1. 2-4 Blue Oval's going to throw it down. Here they come down the stretch. Jeffrey Skipper's in Bigfoot is out of shape. And as you see, Joshua Wells is going to outrun him. Jeffrey was out of shape coming down the first dirt mobile there. It looked like he had a save, but he hit the cars and he got out of shape again. Outlaw Track Crew is down there going to flip the Bigfoot machine back over. Jeffrey Skipper's out of the truck. He's okay. And it looked like a violent roll, but the truck seems to be okay. So we should see him back here for next weekend. Well, up next out of Corey Marvin's Chevy American Revolution Racing Camp is Mike Lanford in the American Gardening Machine. And he is set to take on teammate Donald Price Jr. in the Avenger Machine. 2 bow ties at the line, going to throw it down. Here they come now. And oh, look out, Mike Lanford's out of shape. Donald Price Jr. is going to get the win, and Mike Lanford rolled it over, and he's going on the trailer early. Well, up next out of the Blazers Motorsports camp, this is Jason Craddock with the Michigan Ice Monster, and he is set to take on Timothy Cantwell with the Bounty Hunter. Ford and Chevrolet, here they come down the stretch now. A good tight race. Both trucks looking good. A tight finish. Let's see who gets it. And it looks like by a tire, Timothy Cantwell and the Bounty Hunter is going to get it. Well, up next, we got the owner of the Sunflower Monster Truck Crew, Matt Cheever in the Grave Digger. He's set to take on Chris Baluk in the Torque Terror machine. Both trucks struggled last week. Let's see what they got this week. Coming down the stretch now, a little wheel stand by Matt. Oh my goodness, look at that run right there. Matt Cheever with a front flip. The truck stayed on the tires for the most part, and he does a front flip over the cars and gets the win. And it looks like the Outlaw Track Crew is down here to help Chris Baluk out. He got out of shape and slams into the wall. Matt Cheever kind of stole the show with that front flip. We're going to see, oh my goodness, Chris Baluk looks like he's got a lot of damage, a lot of work to be done on the Torque Terror machine. As you see, he's leaked some fluid on the track as well, lost the wheel. He come off the first dirt mobile, and he looked pretty well out of shape. He tried to save it and get on the gas, but the truck just would not turn back to the left. The Outlaw Track Crew's down there again. They're going to get that tire out of the way, and they're not too worried about the spill. It's kind of out of there, over there, out of the racing lane, so they're going to leave it be and leave it alone for now, and it should be fine to continue on. Well, up next, the owner of Blazers Motorsports, Blake Willis in the Town Hauler. He is set to take on the owner of Stewart Racing, Joshua Stewart, in the Snakebite machine. 2 owners going to throw it down. Who's going to get it done? Here they come down the stretch now. A pretty good looking race. Oh my goodness. Joshua Stewart getting a little sideways over there. I just said the fluid should be fine over there, but he almost got into it, and he's going to get the victory over Blake Willis. Moving on here into round number 2, we got Regina Steward coming back with the 1-1 machine, and she's set to take on Rich Wagner in the 5-alarm machine. Let's see who's going to be the first to move into the semis. Here they come down the stretch. Pretty good looking race. Look out. Rich Wagner's out of shape and up and over with the 5-alarm machine. It looked like he had that race won, but he hit the cars and he got up and rolled over. Regina Steward moving on. Here we got Lewis Thompson IV coming back with that beautiful pure muscle machine, but he draws up a tough task in the Outlaw, Joshua Wells, and Hot Wheels Racing #1. Here they come down the stretch. Look at the wheel stand by Lewis. Oh my goodness. He's up and over. He was looking pretty good until he had that wheel stand, and as you see, Joshua Wells is going to outrun him in the Hot Wheels Racing #1 machine. Well, up next, we got Donald Price Jr. coming back with that awesome 57 Chevy Bel Air in the Avenger, and he is set to take on Timothy Cantwell in the Bounty Hunter machine. Here they come down the line now. Oh my goodness, both trucks out of shape, but they both save it. What some driving right there by both these guys. And as you see there, Donald Price Jr. is going to get the win with the Avenger. Well, here to close out round #2, we got Matt Cheever coming back in the Grave Digger, and he is set to take on Joshua Steward in the Snakebite machine. Let's see who's going to be the last to move into the semis. Here they come down the line. Oh my goodness. Joshua Stewart was hitting the loud pedal a little too much, and he gets all out of shape. Pops a wheelie, and he rocks it up and rolls it over. Matt Cheever's going to move on. Matt Cheever saw just as much action sitting in his pit stall as he did racing tonight. Well, here we are in the semifinals. Regina Steward brings that Wonder Woman machine back, and these two here are some of the toughest racers out here on the circuit. They draw up against each other again. Let's see who's going to get it. They're both out of shape. Oh, my goodness. But Joshua Wells is going to outrun her this time and get the win. But what a save by Regina. Joshua Wells moving into the finals. Who's going to join him? Will it be Donald Price Jr., the Avenger machine? Or will we see Matt Cheever in the Grave Digger get there to take him on? Let's see how it plays out. Here they come down the stretch. Awesome wheel stand by Donald, and he saves it. He stole the show from Matt. That's not going to get him the win, but it still looked awesome. And Matt Cheever in the Grave Digger is going to be in the finals. Here we are at the finals. The Outlaw, Joshua Wells, the defending champion of the series in the Hot Wheels Racing #1, is set to take on Matt Cheever in the Grave Digger. Let's see who's going to get the win this time. Here they come down the line. A good-looking race. Oh, my goodness. Joshua Wells is up and over. A tight race from both trucks, and Joshua Wells hit the car stack and put a little too much on it and rolls that truck over. Congratulations to Matt Cheever in the Grave Digger machine. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Saturday Night Shootout. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you guys ever want to get in on more action, be sure to check out the group, and you can see some behind-the-scenes stuff going on there. Thank you guys so much.